Shalom, shalom, shalom. Happy Sabbath, everybody. You know what? I take that back. No, it's not a happy Sabbath. I look and I see so many people on the Sabbath trying to teach. So this is what I mean by the Tower of Babel. Exactly. Like they think, oh, America is no, you niggas, each one of you individuals. See, this is why it's important that only one person is supposed to teach everybody on the Sabbath because we got too many chiefs and not enough Indians. So if everybody leading, who's gonna be the ones fighting? I mean, this is why there needs to be order. I don't care from camp to churches to even my school to even other schools. This is why it's so important that we cast lots. Because we got a lot of people teaching different doctrines of their own imagination, how they view it. This has become a big problem. See, this is why I tell you there's no leadership. And when I mean there's no leadership, I mean no leadership from a camp or a church specifically. That's what I'm talking about. But for other things, I was including myself in other schools. It's time to get things in order. And we ain't doing that right now. We sitting up here still disrespecting the Sabbath. And this shows you that a lot of men don't have understanding of the Sabbath. See, my thing is everybody want to preach, but don't nobody want to step up and cast lots. Why? That's the only way we can set order and start paying respect to this holiday, which we don't even pay respects to the Lord holiday. Man, this is all pride, all vainful pride. Now, I'm just looking, bro. Because a lot of y'all, excuse me, y'all can tell I had a long night, still sleepy in the face. Yeah. At least I got 2 more teachings in. But when I teach, just when God want me to. Right now, he got me just observing everybody trying to teach. And a lot of y'all are able to teach. That's a fact. I only see about 1 or 2 people that's qualified to teach that's teaching today. For the rest of y'all, you might as well be sitting on your ass and listening instead of trying to put your face to the mic and teach something that you still don't know nothing about. Now, I got my teachings ready. But the thing is, what's more than getting my teachings ready is trying to get everything organized with our people. We gonna have a problem with these church pastors, and we gonna have a problem with these so-called camp members and these camp leaders and church leaders. The thing is, y'all, the people, I don't give a damn who you support. It need to be the people. The people need to they need to step the hell up. Because this is the same way Donald Trump got elected, the same way Biden got elected, the same way Obama got elected. Due to y'all participation in something that really includes you niggas. Y'all want to sit back and just watch and just be led. And that's the same thing that people did in the Bible. See, the thing is, all these people was around before I started preaching and still couldn't get you niggas to do nothing. Because the majority of black people are lazy. You too even lazy to fight for yourselves. You too even lazy to restart your ancestors' tradition. Bunch of lazy motherfuckers. And then want somebody to respect a motherfucker that don't have no respect about themselves. Because what y'all doing today, y'all disrespecting the ancestors and God and the laws. Shouldn't be number one person. One person preaching today. And everybody should be learning. If you go and turn your channel, you got all types of men trying to teach. Hell, when you go look at tomorrow, Sunday, you're going to have all types of manner of men trying to teach. Hell, we just learned this week whole types of people trying to preach the word. Most of them ain't got themselves right. That's the crazy part. How you gonna teach the world and you ain't got your own self right? You ain't went through no type of cleansing and washing yourself in the word. See, this is what I mean. Because most of these guys, they itchy ears. The word hits their ears. It don't touch that. It don't touch that. But soon as it hit their ears, right out the mouth, talebearer, gossiper. These are all the things and the traits and the elements that you will find in all these so-called American religious based faith groups. That's why I said to myself, it don't need that's why I'm right now, just not doing no teaching, because it's like, damn, everybody want to teach and then claim they the best. I'll battle anybody. But when it's time, you got excuses. You want to do the social media rule excuses. You don't want to do God rules. See, you want to do God rules when it favors you. You want to do the ancestors' traditions when it favors you. I'm talking to a lot of you so-called wannabes, because most of y'all ain't nothing but wannabes out there. Wannabe want to preach the word, but you don't know nothing about the word. A lot of y'all been failing God's class for over 40-something years. A lot of y'all less than that. I came in, I'm on my 3rd year, homie. Going into my 4th year. And look how far the people done came from being trapped in chains by y'all damn voices. Pride and vain. Pride gone in vain. Everybody want to be a teacher. Nobody want to learn though. That's the crazy part. Everybody want to teach. Don't nobody want to be corrected. Don't nobody want to be tested. Don't nobody want to cast lots. Everybody on social media trying to find them a spot. I found mine. Mine with God. Everybody want to clone niggas. Like, this is what I mean. A lot of these dudes trying to be something they not. Bring forth a spirit. They're going to make their soul right. They think it's cool to get in front of this camera and start preaching the words of the Lord. But then when it's time to get tested, you don't even want to pull out your sword. You want to stay hid. Ain't that right, Nate? Ain't that right, GMS? Ain't that right, TD? Well, no longer TD Jake. Ain't that right, Creflo? Ain't that right, Gino? Ain't that right, there? All y'all want to preach. But don't nobody want to battle. A whole lot of you groups. It just wasn't meant for them groups. Everybody. Everybody want to teach, but don't nobody want to be tried and prove the traditional way of the ancestors. Y'all want to stay in the social media content when it suits you. But when it's time, but man, it's crazy. You got the social media side of niggas and you got the biblical side of niggas. They use the biblical for when narrative when it serves them. And then they want to use the social media narrative when it serves them. This is showing me all the progress of weak men. Weak ass men, dog. And everybody want to ball. This is crazy. So after they get through doing what they doing, blah 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 blah, blah talking and chit chatting, yeah, I'm going. You know what? Fuck it. Don't need to say it. It'll be done. I'll be doing a teaching today. We're gonna get into some things. We're gonna break down some dark parables. Let's see how much understanding do these men have when I drop today. See, I was holding this back, but I got something to fall back on in case they copy this. But we're going to go into dark parables. We're going to break some of these parables down because a lot of men can't do it. That's why they watch me. But yeah, man, I was also trying to kill two birds with one stone, give y'all how I feel, and then at the same time test out, see if I got everything lined up. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me see. Let me see if I'm on TikTok. Let me see if TikTok working. Let me see. Let me see Let me see what's on my TikTok channel, man. See if that's working. Yeah, 50. I don't even know what to say to niggas either, man. I don't. Damn, how do I see if I'm live on TikTok? Oh. I'll just have to check. I might have to do something over again, but main part, I said what I wanted to say and got off what I wanted to get off. But The other part was just to make sure I got TikTok in with YouTube. So, with that said, I'll be back later. This is your Messiah, the real Messiah, the real one God working with. Saying peace, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath. I'll be back to imparting some gifts with you. And guess what? I ain't gonna charge you because it's funny how it just hit me before I leave. Before I leave out, I just got to say this. It's funny how Creflo said, "Give a gift," but didn't the Bible state that a gift destroys the heart? See, and a lot of this is where you can tell who's God dealing with. How many people out there want money from y'all, want a gift from y'all after they get through preaching and serving? That's your answer right there. It's just going to be if you got discernment to see that type of ish. Like when they start asking for money, well, Pastor, then the Bible said you should not accept a gift or a gift destroys the heart. Watch them make up a lot that ain't even in the Bible. That's all you got to do is say that to the money hungry Israelites, not even Israelites. That's all you got to say to them money hungry camps. That's all you got to say to them money hungry churches. And it's true. A gift destroys the heart. Prime example, before I get up out of here, prime example. Let's say if I gave you a gift and you get used to me giving you this gift every weekend, something like how y'all give tithes to these pastors and to these Israelites or to these Israelite camps, these black Hebrew Israelite camp. Y'all know when you like, even if I give you a gift every week, as the churches and these Israelite camps do, want money from you, you're going to expect that gift that every Sunday or Saturday, right? And if you don't get that gift, your feelings change towards me, don't it? Let's just be real. This can even go into relationships. You used to bring in your woman used to you bringing her flowers, you know what I mean, every payday or every week or every weekend, boy. But if you stop doing that, what eventually gonna happen to that woman's countenance towards you? It's gonna drop. Now that's when the problem comes in. And a lot of Creflo members done dealt with that before they had to bow down to him. See, this is what y'all gotta realize. If you're a minister of God, you're not to accept any types of gifts. And see, they got that, and I thought, damn, last year I gave y'all the answer to that little tithing thing with the Levites. Levites gonna test to see your knowledge. It's just like, I'm gonna give y'all, I didn't want to go into this, but I might as well go and say it right now, man. Doing these things, if somebody wished to enter into the priesthood, then the Levites would have to see if they will study in wisdom, which would be likened or compared as to gold. And understanding of the biblical scripture, which understanding would be compared as or liked as silver.
See, and this is why I tell you these men can't teach you. If these men try and tell you gold and silver is talking about dollars, no. I done already killed Sakari when Gorilla Hebrew was with them. If you go look at them two videos that I did of Gorilla Hebrew saying Hebrews don't belong in the Bible, somebody else wrote it. Boy, I killed this. You go see it way before these dudes starting to talk about the heart and anything. I already solved it back then last year. They just not getting low. They just not getting wind of it. Slow asses, like molasses. Slow asses like molasses. Yep. But yeah, man. Let me go and get up out here and get back to what I was doing, man. I just wanted to chime in and get y'all to realize that none of these priests or so-called leaders of these groups supposed to be accepting any kind of, how can I say, man-made gift from y'all. In order to your gift, the gift you should be given is your gift and understanding and wisdom of this book, so you can get the knowledge to know your God. But if you gonna sit here and let and this is why I don't get, you can't be, this is why I ain't gonna say it, but I will say it. I already said it before, but don't need, what I already said once don't need to be twice. But yeah, man, y'all, what y'all done did, these dudes asked y'all for a gift, as in money. You done gave it to them. You think it's gonna stop, and y'all ain't even getting a real word from these dudes. But a lot, and it seems like the dudes in the streets are more intelligent of scriptures than the ones who go to these damn religious ass churches. And this is facts. They know what it is, and I'm glad some of them caught wind of my teaching. That's why a certain person says it's gonna be hard to get me out now. Niggas done already got a wind of me, and they already got a wind of y'all going around copying my doctrine. That's how I got out. And it'll be amazing just to look back, man. But before I die, it'll be amazing if they do it like, well, who did you get your teaching? When they start finding out that these dudes got their teachings from me, one dude, that they got their teachings from me, it's gonna be amazing, and all of them gonna be embarrassed. And these younger and the ones growing up now, they gonna be scalding the hell out of these men. Y'all been stealing this dude doctrine, but some of them already know it now. Some of them know it now. It's just a matter of time before it leaks out. You know what I mean? Because right now, you can't even get a fair judgment from them one of these people that's going to church, these old ass niggas going to church now, or going to these so-called Israelite groups, because they biased. They don't worship God. They worship that man and the label of that church or that group. Y'all know how them Baptists be getting into it. Y'all know how all these motherfuckers be getting into it with each other. I mean, that's gang banging at its finest right there. Am I lying? Hell, did we not see an example with these Israelite camps? Like, y'all talk about being a blood, being a crip, because God don't see none of it. At the end of the day, you niggas that call y'all self followers of God that go to church, y'all bang just as hard as these dudes in the streets. That's facts. And God see the hypocrisy in you lying ass niggas. Just like these youngins take up for what they said, but they willing to die for. Y'all ain't willing to die for God. Y'all willing to die for a man. Y'all ain't willing to die for God or his words. Y'all willing to die for an organization that your ass won't even own when you die. That's the crazy part. Your ass will be going to a church that you don't even own when you die, and you still paying these motherfuckers after you dead. That's no different from a damn job, but at least with a damn job, at least you're gonna have life insurance. With these churches or with these camps, you got none of that shit. I'm sorry, it just had to come out, man. Because God respect these kids out in the street not getting caught up in these motherfucking church houses, which is Satan houses. It ain't got shit to do with God. Because if it had anything to do with God, y'all wouldn't be sitting up there kissing a man ass, trying to protect a man that bleed just like you, that put on his shoes just like you. But you niggas, y'all done turn a regular ass nigga into a God in your minds, because the main thing, he helped your ass out financially. Whoa. Yeah. When a motherfucker help you financially, man, you feel obligated to that person. Ain't that being a slave? Ain't that just like being a bond servant? I mean, what you call that? What kind of servant you call it? Not a cattle servant, but damn, I can't get it right now. But y'all niggas all slaves right now. Not slaves of God, not servants of God. You're slaves and servants of man. Only difference is you'll be paying for these men lifestyle, and you'll be paying for their business to stay open, but you don't have no stock or no life insurance or nothing to give your kids after you gone. Think about how wise is that? I mean, that's why I look, y'all can't say nothing about the streets. Y'all can't say nothing about these dudes repping their hoods, repping their set. Cause that's the same damn thing y'all doing. Just turn the mirror around on your own image, niggas. Same thing y'all doing. And y'all like to think y'all better, hypocritic ass niggas. They learned it from y'all. If they out of control, they learn all that shit from the motherfuckers that go to church. This is facts. Because even when they did, even in church, for the couple of times I did go, I would see members talking about each other in the church. I used to see the preacher sit up there and use scripture to talk about people in the church. This ain't no different when a nigga got to deal with other members amongst his gang in the streets. Same thing. That's the shit religion, American religion created for these kids. And not because they said they don't want to be a part of your ragged ass Israelites groups or your ragged ass church. They rather do it on their own and find out on their own. Now you hate. But it seems like y'all the dysfunctional one. These kids know what it is about. It's about God. It ain't about that regular ass church or that regular ass preacher that you trying to protect or that regular ass elder or bishop from a fucking Israelite group. It's about God. And a lot of y'all old motherfuckers done lost it. Y'all done lost y'all way. You lost your way. And with that said, man, let me go and get up out here. I think I done said more than enough, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Don't hold me to nothing, but if I drop today, I just drop today. If I do a teaching today, I'm gonna just do a teaching today. I'm out. Peace.